Hi Nima, you're watching The Four of Us.
Sorry about the mess.
Why don't you pound snow, doll?
Gotta keep a low profile.
They'll be watching The Four of Us.
You didn't want PI, you want some pastry to pin it on.
I killed him!
This weekend we had a nerd herd. You might remember one of my past videos of us walking around some Boston quote-unquote streets. This time, however, we actually did make it to Boston. Here we are at Fenway Park, where they're having a Red Sox game. For lunch, we headed over to Tasty Burger, where we had some vegan munchies. And it wouldn't be a complete nerd herd gathering without something, well, nerdy. Last time, as you may remember, we had mustaches. Then there was a more dramatic turn of events. We were out on our friend's boat celebrating his birthday. We had been out swimming and the tide had turned.
I'm gonna get you all back alive.
Coming to a theater near you. Actually, in all seriousness, this was an actual crisis.
So I've drawn up this diagram so that I can kind of give you guys an idea of what happened. We begin on this boat. Trailing along this boat, there's this little inflatable disc. So we jumped off the boat into the water. So then we swam along to the boat, to the big disc. So we were playing on the disc for a little while. The professor gets thrown off. He floats along a little ways to a docking buoy. The current is now moving so strong that he cannot swim back to the boat. The tide is now moving back in. He can't swim back. So what I do is I grab a little kayak, so I kayak out to save the professor. We move out as the current pulls us over to here. So now the exhausted professor and I are sitting here in a kayak, and now we have 3 other little kids floating in the water with us. Since the current is moving so strong against us, we swim at a diagonal to shore. So we pull the kayak up onto shore, where we then run along shore with the kayak here. The reason why we are running across the beach is because we were attacked by horseflies. So we make it back into the water. Because the current is dragging us this way, if we swim out basically at a diagonal this way, then the current will continue pushing us. So eventually, we pretty much travel directly this way. So here we travel at a diagonal back to our boat, where we grab onto the rope connecting the disc to the boat, and we pull ourselves to safety. And that's how we survived.
But in 2009, the U.S. Coast Guard received reports for 4,730 boating incidents, 3,358 boaters were reported injured, and 736 died. Among those who drowned, 9 out of 10 were not wearing life jackets. Most boating fatalities that occurred during 2008, 72%, were caused by drowning, with 90% of victims not wearing life jackets. The way the riptide was pulling, if any of us were not wearing life vests, things would have turned out very differently. We are living proof that life vests do work.
Kat, I will see you on Thursday.